we started doing meditation every day in the morning. We started manifesting. We were sort of, we started doing this. We were quite open for our options. We were working on our limiting beliefs. Then, I think because of that, I started getting a couple of dreams, what the universe is sending to you. And I had a dream where my daughter, who was sitting for the medical entrance, so she was meditating in our Kula Devata temple. And that was a dream what I got. Then I told her, then we thought it was a signal, and she started doing the meditation. We started doing sort of a vision board. Exactly, we went literally to the university, where even though she had the interview, she never got the offer. We started going through the campus. We started visualizing as if, she got her results. She got her very good grades. She was wearing a stethoscope around her, and she was doing ward rounds. So we started living in a completely different world. And I think that's what is a manifestation. So we started doing our manifestation, our meditation, pyramid meditation, when the pyramid first thing in the morning, all three of us, like a group meditation, which was really impactful. So on the day of the results, she had extremely good results. And can you imagine, at the end, she had 3 offers the same day from 3 top universities in England. We never ever dreamt that, she'll be able to because there were no doors. All doors were closed for her. Whether is it the power of the manifestation? For us, definitely, without any doubt. So we are really grateful, and I think this is something what everybody should experience. And unless you experience it, it's quite difficult to share. But for us, it has achieved what we manifested for, what we affirmed for.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. That experience sharing by those medical doctors from United Kingdom and UK perfectly explains about the topic for today. Visualization. In the 5 Sutra manifestation process, visualization or imagination is a great way to accelerate, great way to direct our attention towards having that experience or realizing the experience they're looking for. Where is this coming from? Observation manifests possibility. That electron became from energy to particle, from matter, from a wave to particle, through observation. Called imagination, called dreaming, called visualization, is the way to bring that possibility into reality. Now, called in these new age spiritual terms, it's called impressing the superconscious mind. Or the one mind. They're all part of the same. The one mind means it's one mind of everybody is one. And there is a way to reach that. There is a way to operate from that mind. Our meditation helps us to operate from that space. Think of how powerful it can be. We have conscious mind, we have subconscious mind, and then this superconscious mind, the mind of everything. Where do we operate our life from? Conscious mind, pretty narrow in thinking. It is pretty recent in times. It's happening right now. Conscious mind that is pretty much collected through the environment. All the information that we gather from the environment, people, places, culture, they're all there, triggering thoughts, and so then triggering things. Then somebody tells us today, somebody tells us here something, tomorrow someone else something, day after tomorrow we read something, and we take that and they operate out of it. Subconscious mind is coming from our experiences, the distilled wisdom of experiences from the present, from the childhood, from the past few years of experience, all the way to this life and then to the previous lifetimes. Distilled wisdom from the experiences is there. So then we operate out of, that's called buddhi, the intellect, that is our personality. So we operate from there. What we have stored is what governs our life, what we stored there. If on a Diwali day and a Diwali evening, and if you're doing celebration, part of it is burning crackers. And then if everything gone great, you've gotten this 100 short stuff, and then it goes in one after the other, and then your group is enjoying and then doing a lot of celebration there. It's a great experience. You record it strongly and say, Diwali is great. You have a judgment about it, you record it. So then every time someone talks about it, and next time you plan for it, even a greater one. Diwali is great. On the contrary, you're doing it then somewhere, and a rocket that you're trying to shoot and comes in and then hits somebody and then burns off their skin. Now it's a disastrous Diwali. You record it and say, never about firecrackers, never want to do any of this stuff. We come to that conclusion, we store it. So we have different experiences. They call the wisdom from the experience. The experience, either it's not safe, it's not a good idea, that's the experience here, the conclusion. Our subconscious mind stores all this wisdom that we gather through various events, experiences. So conscious mind, we're operating, knee-jerk reactions are happening here, there, everywhere. Subconscious mind, these deep-rooted programs are driving our behaviors in many ways. The superconscious mind is the mind of everybody. So mind that is produced, gathered right here, the mind that is there, gained as experience for a period of time called buddhi, or the intellect, not intelligence, intellect. Gathered from life's experiences from this lifetime, previous lifetime, subconscious mind, which is driving, it's called personality, driving most of our behaviors. And a superconscious mind is the mind of everybody and everything, which is unlimited, which has the ability to access everyone's mind. That's what we're calling consciousness, quantum energy field. The intelligence, the Brahman, that stuff that exists, whichever name we give, but it is there. Called the field, the intelligent field. If somebody think about something, they seem to have a phone call from, they seem to get it in some way. You think of, want to spend this Diwali with some good people, suddenly they show up. How is it that many, many such events are happening simultaneously worldwide? Is it all random for everybody? There is an intelligent force which is putting these things together, driving and powering. And we keep talking about this. There is an intelligence. We disconnected from that intelligence slowly during the Industrial Revolution in 300 years from now, from last 300 years. The word consciousness, the word experience, the subjective experience have been removed from the dictionary, and then science said, I've got to see it, I've got to touch it, feel it, then only it's right. So we slowly removed all of that experience. Nobody wants to have this core concept of consciousness, that intelligence that is creating. Instead, we said everything is Darwin evolution, this evolution, that evolution, and everything has been limited to. And that's why we said history is only 5,000 to 7,000 years old. Before that, it's all, dinosaurs and this and that, and monkeys, they evolved. But then history in the spiritual paradigms dates back forever. Now, they're all subjective. You will go on and prove, demonstrate, show, so then there's a subjective experience. But leaving that out, if you come to an understanding through experimentation by yourself that, yes, every time I think about something, it's happening. And we call the superconscious mind as the one that connects everything. So now suddenly we have the infinite power of everybody and everything that we have access to. Now, how do you do it? Through imagination. Our meditation helps to expand the conscious mind activity. Our meditation helps to reprogram the subconscious mind activity, and it helps to build enough awareness to get emotional regulation done. So our responses, our experiences are different now. Expand subconscious mind activity so we can participate in life greatly, because more powers, more stronger mind, more balanced, more calmness. Meditation reprograms subconscious mind programs, shrinks the emotional center, expands the long-term memory centers, and helps us to learn new knowledge, so that reprogram our subconscious mind with newer knowledge. It helps to drop that analytical mind, which is preventing us from learning and listening to anything. Ahimsa paramo dharmaha means non-violence is the highest order of dharma, the responsibility. We don't even think about it. We don't even look into it. We hear a whole lifetime, but I don't even bother about it. But now, because this analytical mind is too busy analyzing many things, and even if somebody is telling, it says, okay, it's not for me. Oh, I'm not doing any ahimsa to people, so I don't even think about it. Even if you start thinking about it, no, how can it be? I mean, my food dependency, animal is eating another animal, I can eat that animal. It goes like this. Not letting even to get that point across. The whole lecture about non-violence and ahimsa, vegetarianism, has got many points. Even before the points can seep in, our analytical mind is already concluding and switch offs. Somebody exits a Zoom, somebody goes away from the session, or they're switched off from the mind doing something else because they think it's not for me. The analytical mind stops us from learning. And so meditation helps us to drop the analytical mind in many ways. And so at least we receive to learn, to look into it. The moment we look into it with awareness, with a slow down model, we start reflecting upon it more deeply. And so we put new program, which is helping us to evolve a lot more. So that's subconscious mind. But the superconscious mind, dear friends, is mind of all. How do we impress? Now, there is nothing to reprogram a superconscious mind. That's the mind of everything in existence. Nothing to reprogram. It's only there to access it. How do you access it? Your imagination is a great way to access during wakeful time. Your meditation, becoming empty, is a great way to access in your meditation time. The imagination is a way to impress the superconscious mind. Impressing the superconscious mind is through imagination. What does it mean? Impressing means what? I mean, if you have great imagination, then you know that every time somebody comes up and let's say we see a beautiful picture by an artist, and then it defies the logic and it produces some cool imaginative stuff. Now think about that event. Are you not inspired every time you saw something totally imaginative that somebody produces it? And then how much of inspiration we get from it? We get a lot, we're inspired to do things when we, the moment we take action, when we see something very imaginative out there, always, no matter how materially can be implemented, not implemented, can be made possible, not can be made real and not real. But any imaginative things, it attracts us and then it inspires us. That's the nature of the soul, the nature of each of us fundamentally is that whenever we see something newer experiences, imaginative things, we are attracted because we seek newness all the time. Why do we seek? Because there's infinity to experience. The deep inside, we just want to have something newer and newer and newer. Just that we're not knowing that there is a huge field to access, that we can experience so much in the meditation or so effortlessly, we continue to chase purely outside, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. We keep chasing externally. And it takes time, that matter to matter takes time. And so then the gap is increasing between when I wish to have something versus when it happens. And so there's more time, and so more frustration. But imagination is a way to access. So if you have something creative, we are inspired. And so is the case, dear friends, here with superconscious mind. When you are imagining about a future that you wish to experience, and then consciousness is inspired to respond back. The mind of everybody are the consciousness. Think of everything as a consciousness. Cells in a body have memories. They have consciousness called microcosm, and the whole body is a macrocosm. Now, body is a microcosm, and then this planet Earth is a macrocosm. Earth is a microcosm, then everything in the universe is a macrocosm. So what is the property of one is extended to everybody else, everything else. So by researching on a cell, you can tell how the body is responding. So that's the idea of micro to macro. You take a water, and then you take few molecules and then try to do research. And then whatever you get the properties, you say this applies to the whole water, right? The properties, you take sea, and then you say salt, it is salty, and it is this way, that way, then apply it to the whole sea. You don't have to experiment on the whole sea, right? Micro to macro. So if we are inspired as a microcosm, when we see an imaginative painting and an imaginative story, and this is how leaders who are imaginative are always painting a great vision, and then team rallies around as a response. And so is the case. A leader with 1,000 people force, when they present a great vision, then 1,000 people respond back and say, yes, would like to participate. And so is the case, dear friends. When we are imagining about things and we present to it with a purposeful imagination where there is a reason of why you want to do what you want to do, and you present it, and then the superconscious mind responds back with whatever that is necessary. That's the way a group of people respond back. Impressing the superconscious mind is through imagination. Imagination is the visualization. One is meditation helps us to be, let's think of this group of 1,000 people. Meditation helps us to be very cordially with these 1,000 people. We drop all the differences, we feel so much closeness, friendship with them, and we are with these 1,000 people. Every time we meditate, we are with this whole. It's not 1,000, it's infinite. We are with everybody every time. So one is to be in a most friendly fashion, to be in a helping nature all the time, to be connected. And so what happens when you are in the presence of 1,000 people, very connected with each other, it's like family, one helps with the other. Everybody helps with each other, no problem. So you're saying, hey, I would like to go here, I need some money, somebody will give you. Somebody is there in the 1,000 people who is very connected, will give you. You say, I'd like to have some help here, somebody will come and help. Now think of it, there are infinite set of people, infinite powers are there everywhere, and you are part of it. So meditation is placing us to be And those 1,000 people are part of this whole field. So we are getting a lot of help automatically. It's called messages, insights. They're all automatically coming on one side. Second, imagination now takes a step further. Now you're in the middle of 1,000 people and you're telling, hey guys, let's all together go and experience this. You know what? I have this deep desire to scale Mount Everest and I would like to do it and I'm impressed. I'm really thinking about this great desire and you're telling a story. And so then 1,000 people are responding back to you and saying, wow, I want to support you. Let's do it. Superconscious mind is like that, mind of everybody, and is want to support us. So meditation and imagination are the ways to move towards realizing our dream and experience. That's why Patriji says simply, meditation, visualization. Let's go into meditation once again, dear friends. And then we cover the topic of what does visualization mean. Post the lecture, relax yourself, sit comfortably. We are practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to empty the mind, reduce the thoughts, and be in an empty state of the mind for as long as possible. When you are empty in your mind of thought, then you are dropping your environment and body and everything so that minds, conscious, subconscious minds are dropped where the thoughts originate. So then you suddenly are part of the superconscious mind. You are in this quantum field, the whole. And so our goal is to observe, to empty the mind. And how do you do it? A great way is to observe the breath. So observe the natural breath with your eyes closed. As you see in the picture, your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, feet crossed. Observe your normal natural breath, and then slowly mind becomes empty. In that emptiness, we experience this sensation, movement, because it's all energy. And we may experience sensation, movement. If you experience, be with it, observe it, or simply experience some kind of emptiness, observe it, or simply you're lost into somewhere, don't know where it is, let it be. But in case you have thought at any time, you know that you are thinking, then you bring your attention back to the breath and again observe the breath. And again, the same process happens, called breath mindfulness meditation, dear friends. Before we do that, we're doing a short process called heart elevation to place ourselves into a good meditative state that helps us to go deep into the breath mindfulness meditation. So let's do this process. Just follow my guidance for heart elevation. Relax yourself, dear friends. With your eyes closed. Relax your body. Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, keep your hands on your chest area and with your attention on your sacred heart. Can you feel your beautiful heart? Feel the seed of all emotions. Which is nurturing all life with its energy gratitude, compassion, kindness and care. Come on, friends, I would like you to, with a slow, long, relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. The seat of emotions. Can you recollect an experience from your past or from your present where you felt enormous gratitude, compassion, kindness? Relive that moment, that experience, and feel that emotion, that energy. Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to direct that energy to everything and everybody. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows. We are all deeply interconnected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, intricately connected with each other. Love, gratitude, are all the ways to experience that connection. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to loosen to this emptiness, this nothingness. Into that infinite depth of that blackness spreading far and wide. All emptiness is energy. The field of limitless possibility. The quantum field of energy of intelligence, the mind of everybody and everything, known, unknown. Allow yourself to stay connected into this emptiness, this energy. The more you are in this field, the more you stay away from your body, from your life. The more you tune in to the possibilities, the more experiences you draw into your life. Friends, let's express gratitude to all things and everybody. It's truly an honor and privilege to be experiencing this life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to your parents for giving us this beautiful connection into this universe? Be grateful. Energy, mystery, and more. Give thanks to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, the government, the institutes that make our life comfortable in so many ways, support our lives in many ways. Your gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and gratitude to this intelligent quantum field in the universe for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Relax your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful. Gratitude before.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then you may open your eyes. Yes, Mr. Veer.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for this meditation, and it's been fantastic. So I've been into totally empty-mindedness since yesterday, so it's great. But when I get into transition, my brain or my head is falling back and I'm coming back to conscious state again. So how to avoid that? And the other question is how we can manifest in this empty-mindedness. Do we need to have any specific thoughts, or it will directly take to our own way of thinking?
Yes, I'll come back to you. So thank you, dear friends. Hope you enjoyed the session. The longer you are in the field, more you are one. So there is no limit to how long you can meditate. How long you want to be in a group of people who are like-minded together. Is there a limit to it? We drop all misconceptions about meditation, and then we can be for as long as we want to be. In fact, come into the wakeful state when we need to do work, otherwise go back into it. Do the other way, not I do all my time and then do a little bit for meditation, but do the other way. We got to switch. We will switch. We will definitely have that switch at some point. That's when the milk has become curd, so there's no yogurt, and so there's no reversal at that point. It happens. Yes, Mr. Veer, so the experiences during meditation, our body automatically will go into many kinds of movements. Automatically it goes. You don't have to pull yourself back. Let it go. Let it go. Wherever it goes, it will go. Only if it's paining you beyond a point which is distracting you, then anyway you're going to open up. You're going to open your eyes or do whatever necessary, pull the body back and then sit down. But otherwise, if it's going, let it go. Don't stop it. If it's spinning like this, let it spin. Don't stop it. How many people experience spinning of some kind? Is anybody experiencing your head spinning or your body spinning? Please write in the chat. Whatever happens to the body, we let it go during meditation process. And the second question is, please pay attention to this week's signs that we're going to talk about. Okay. Like, how do you manifest? What do I do? So we're going to be understanding. Meditation is meditation. In meditation, where we are emptying the mind, there's nothing we do. We empty the mind. But visualization, something we're going to learn today, is an add-on process that we add to the end of the meditation to visualize and dream about how we can put more focus towards what we want. Let's understand that through this charts today. Important masterclass in the science of manifestation. Visualization, setting goals and visualizing is a way to stay focused, is a way to give heightened energy towards our goal more efficiently. There is, when we want to achieve something, what do we do? First thing, we get down to, pull up our sleeves and then get down to doing physical hard work. Say you want to communicate as part of your step, you want to communicate to a set of people and say, hey, you know what, I'm organizing this. I would like you guys, if you're interested, to participate. And then you're going to do a meeting, maybe a Zoom meeting, and say, okay, here is where we're going to go. You are interested. Then you're going to do phone calls. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. Many things happen physically. If you want to do the same more efficiently, it's called smart work. Then you do it energy, through visualization, through thinking about it, constructing clearly what is that you're going to say, what are they going to say back to you, and all of that clearly here. You create that experience of your future there. So that's called more smart work. So we can do physically, or we can do through the energetically. And so here, this class is about understanding through energy how we can direct our energy towards what we want to experience. So the manifestation science 5 sutras that we have learned yesterday, and please internalize this: developing one-point mindedness, developing openness to possibilities, be open to possibilities, setting goals and visualizing, reprogramming limiting beliefs that limit us, that stop us. Limiting beliefs are always putting a negative or an opposing force towards our goal, limiting belief. You want to experience a world travel, a limiting belief is telling, I'm not going to get leave sanctioned. So it's opposing. Accepting and expressing gratitude. So these 5 sutras, the first one, developing focus. We talked about so far in this program that meditation is developing that energy, that health, and it is building better regulation, it's giving awareness, so then by default we'll be more focused, more mind powers. Developing openness to possibilities. So in some way we understood there are infinite possibilities. So number one, so we must be ready to take any possibility rather than completely closing our doors on possibilities too soon, too early, or anytime. Anything can happen anytime. And so be open till the last minute, last second. Don't conclude on anything. Conclusion is there. When you want to make a decision, you conclude that moment, but leave it at that moment to go to the next. Open, become open. So the quantum field of infinite possibilities or observation manifests possibilities. So in theory and understanding that anything can happen, and whatever that we wish to experience is there as a possibility always. Whatever we wish to experience is always there as a possibility in the infinite realm of possibilities. And so then why even conclude that something is not possible? So that's being open with a lot of awareness, with a lot of practical experience of having miracles take place. Then we start saying, what is a miracle? Uncommon things happening, unexpected things happening. When we start experiencing more of it, then we say, yes, this works. So I can stay open. However difficult, however adverse it looks right now, however impossible it looks right now. So then we move into the third one, setting clear goals and visualization, dear friends. So this process is essentially saying that we develop vision boards, and meditation gives clarity. And then second, it's saying that you visualize the future experience that you've written on the vision board. You visualize the future. A vision board is a set of goals. And so you define a set of goals and visualize the future if the goals have already happened for you in your life. So energetically, you're creating the experiences that you are looking to have in your future. Right now, you're defining and then sending that signal to the quantum field of this is the exact possibility I'd like to experience. The possibility of traveling with 10 people around the world. The possibility of me gaining their promotion to be able to expand knowledge to many people. The possibility of me connecting with great masters in my meditation and then having conversation. So meditation, setting goals with clarity, and then visualizing. So to understand it, our thoughts are repetitive and negative. Research shows that 95% are repetitive as previous day, and that 80% are negative. The negative thoughts producing negative feelings and producing combined together negative future, or a future that you don't want. What is negative? Something that you don't want, or against what you wish to experience. That's all. Against a feeling that you have towards an experience, but then you are keep limited. So negativity is about opposing thought. While in reality, there's no negative, positive. Eventually, it's about liking, wanting to experience something or not. You want to experience something, and then you have many reasons to believe that it's not possible. That's what we call negative. Clarity may be a better word. Repeated thoughts strengthen the memory, connection becomes stronger. So if I have these negative thoughts or opposing thought against my goals, against my wishes, and then if I keep repeating them, then the way the brain is learning, part of neuroscience we understand it, the brain is learning in a way that every time you repeat something, it forms more connections in the brain, in the mind, in the brain. When you learn something, it forms few neural connections. When you repeat the same, then it forms more connections around it, linking to each other, so that it forms little stronger memory. You repeat once more, then you got more memory. And then you learn a story, bringing this point up, so in some way it is repeated again. So now you learn, and then you have a lot more connections. You watch a movie around this point, and then you got much more context to show the feeling, the tone, the voice, the visuals, all of that. Then you store a lot many connections. So anytime you learn something, and with more visuals, more feeling, then you learn, we are creating a lot more stronger neural connections. And so then you've got a deeper memory of it. And the more memory you have of something, the more it gets projected again and again, because that's what becomes the subconscious program. It goes into long-term memory, the hippocampus in subconscious mind. So repeated thoughts strengthen the memory connections to become stronger. So if I have many negative thoughts, continuously repeat them. And then, so then we experience the negative experience more and more times. My boss is a jerk. This guy just does not understand, man. And is always bullying me, is always putting so much pressure. And suppose something happens in your one-on-one. Now, what do? In the moment you go into one-on-one, anyway, you're already thinking, well, what is going to say today? And then you come out of the one-on-one, first thing you go to the coffee mug, go into the cafeteria, sit down with two friends and say, tell you what, guys, just this is not working. This guy is a jerk. And you say with a lot of feeling. And you glorify that story because you want that sympathy from the people around you. You want them to say more things. I know I know you're going through this. You got to do something about it. You want the sympathy, you glorify your experience. You say more things than what you actually experienced with your boss. So you repeat more stuff without even realizing that's not the future you want. What do you want? You want a good interaction with your boss who is very considerate to you, who is always inspiring you, talking in a good way, acknowledging, recognizing what you've done, appreciating what you've done, and then giving you that freedom. This is what you want, but here you're telling with a lot of feeling, I know it doesn't bother about it. It's always pushing me. You say that it's going to push you more tomorrow, the next week, and the next week, and next week. It doesn't end. Repeated thoughts strengthen the memory and become stronger. The principle is cells that fire together, wire together. So every time you repeat it with more feeling, more environmental connection to your friends, then you're storing it a lot more strongly. That experience becomes more stronger, that feeling is stronger, and so become a subconscious program. So it keeps triggering the same. These thoughts are producing neurotransmitters. And so you have positive transmitters, which are giving you good feeling, like serotonin, changing good moods. Cortisol, a negative transmitter. Every time you talk about a negative experience with your boss, with your relatives, with your spouse, and then repeat that strongly to your friend, And so then, of course, you are producing a lot of cortisol because you feel not good. You feel out of control. You feel helpless by saying those. So then cortisol is produced. One is good feeling, another is not so great feeling. But net, you've got emotions in the body, which is signaling back to the mind and saying, you know what, I'm feeling this way. And then the mind is trying to interpret and then trying to pull one more experience of how bad it has been 1 month ago. And then you feel more bad about that negative emotion. And sends one more thought back to the brain to say, you know what, one more signal to the brain. As the brain is now recollecting and saying, how did that boss in the last company do? One more memory. Again, more feeling. And then it goes back and says, yes, Times of India covered one article about how managers are not considerate. Yes, this is common. So one more reason for us to feel miserable. So it goes on. It's called thinking, feeling loop. It does not stop. We got to break this thinking, feeling loop. Some way we got to break the cycle and then pay attention to change. And that breaking the cycle, dear friends, is to develop awareness to break, and that's meditation. Meditation helps us to break this thinking, feeling loop more easily. Of course, there are many ways, but meditation is an easier way to break this loop of thinking, feeling. And so then at some point with an awareness, we put an end to it and say, wait a minute, why am I thinking like this? It's not serving me anymore. The thoughts and feelings create reality. We need to change this cycle of thought and feeling. We got to put a pause, we got to break that cycle and then recognize what is more rightful, what is more purposeful for me, and then move towards that. So we need to develop that awareness. So now let's understand this type of thought more, little more. Patriji organized these thoughts into 4 types. It's an important concept. A disastrous thought, a negative thought, a positive thought, and a miraculous thought. So thoughts, and so naturally follow words, disastrous words, negative words, positive words, miraculous words. A thought field, word field. Both are important, but the word field is a lot more important. Thoughts we can control easily, they're there in the mind. In many ways with meditation, it is coming in check. But that words where we are compelled and we are obligated, many times we feel like I have to communicate. So you start communicating, even though you're positive in your mind, you start talking negative in your words when you come to communication because you want to present a reality picture. You want promotion, you're visualizing and doing a lot of things, but then when it comes to talking to your friend and say, hey, what's happening with promotion? They say, yeah, it's taking time, yeah. We've been doing this. I've been working with my manager and then I got to know about this meditation. I'm thinking and visualizing positive, but it's just not happening yet. It's taking so much time. It's not happening only. We forgot that not happening only, we ourselves are already communicating negatively, opposing what we want. Disastrous thought, negative thought, positive thought, miraculous thought, 4 types of thought. Disastrous thought is where your goals, your experiences that you seek to have are abandoned right in the beginning itself, right in the beginning, with a disastrous thinking. Disastrous thinking. No, you'd like to. You've gotten a big order for the company, and you'd like to, a big order for the company happen, and then you'd like to, your management is coming to you, and then they are saying that, you know what is very important, and so I'd like us to take this order, because I know we may be short on skill, but we got to figure this out, guys, and then so there is a way, there is some kind of a vision maybe put together by a good senior management. If not, they're going to put it on you and say, we got to do this. But let's say you are the in charge, delivery head, you want to deliver this. Deep inside, you feel like, oh man, this is like impossible to deliver for us. We don't even have people. We just don't have a skill. It is not possible at all. This is the mindset we have. And so when you take it, we are having this most disastrous thought that we're going to miserably fail in this project. I know senior management doesn't understand. They took the order. We're going to miserably fail. This is how we think. Dear friends, when you go into this approach, and then you go the very first conversation you're saying miserably fail, something you're going to say to the client and say somewhere you lose out because you are presenting a miserable failure. And so the very first meeting, potentially you're going to say something like, oh, we never delivered anything like this. We got to figure this out, or something that's unwarranted. The client is criminally saying, I got to cancel the startup. These guys don't know stuff. Right then, the project fails right then. Disastrous thinking, miserable failure, right then. Negative thinking, you're saying, okay, my management is saying, okay, I know that, it can cross, but a lot of failures will come. It's too big a project, but let's see, we'll explore it. But, too many failures can happen. I don't know, even can hire people. Where is that know-how? It's just too tight a timeline. It's going to be difficult to deliver, but we want to try. So we continue with that thinking that it's going to be difficult to deliver, but let's try. So that's a negative thought, not disastrous. Disastrous is failing right then. Negative, you want to continue, but still are negative about it. So you go forward. You go forward, somewhere you finish your designs, maybe somewhere you start delivering, but then somewhere it falls short of many things. So the client is saying after 6 months, not start working. And at net, the result is not there for you. The outcome, the way company wants, is not there. However, of course, we're always gaining from every experience. That's a different concept. But from the concept of manifesting, a negative thought is still not making things happen. A positive thought, yes, I know we don't have experience, but I know that challenges will come in the path of newness. But we're going to figure this out, and we're going to go and then make it happen. I'm taking the responsibility. I'll figure this and go make it happen. They want in 6 months. Maybe it'll probably take 7 months, 8 months, but we'll still deliver it. That's the approach we have. So we exactly that way we go, and then creative, we deliver maybe in 8 months, 9 months. We might have had a lot of challenges because of thinking that way, and then we overcome the challenges, we fall, we get up, we go, and then finish it. Great, positive. Miraculous that, wow, this is a great opportunity for me to shift from where we are as a company to the next level. I want to be part of it. I want to make the difference to the company. We are thinking nothing is impossible. So we're going to do this, guys. We inspire the team. We motivate them. We look at case studies where people delivered much earlier than time because they can rise to the occasion. You think that way. And then you take up, and then you are going about visualizing, dreaming, you're going about, and then delivering it not in 6 months, in 5 months. Miraculous thinking. It's up to us to choose where we want to be. It's up to us to choose where you want to be. It's not about practicality. It's about how big a vision we can have, how much we're inspired to create an experience, how bigger or larger or deeper. That's up to us. But we are always going around this territory of thought, and we must be aware, dear friends, to move into that elevated thought models. Move into that elevated thought, which elevates our energy, lifts us, lifts other people around us. And so then we create things the way we want it. So what is then, that there are many negative thoughts are there, all of that 80 to 90% are there, and we want to change. And so what are the ways? One is this, so drawing vision boards, setting up vision that inspires you. I'd like to have a beautiful house so that I can have, a lovely time every time I come back in the evening. And then I want to have this meditation space where I can go and meditate. I'd like to create an environment where my children are happily doing. And so you got a clear vision of why you want something. And you know that you're looking for it because you're going to experience beautifully in it. That's called having a vision that inspires you. Not in a vision where not something you say, oh, you know what, all my 5 friends have gotten a house, so I also should have one house. That's not inspiring you. That is just merely feeling a lack because they have it, I want to have it. But you may not have a real need of wanting to have that relaxed time, wanting to have that meditative spot, wanting to have that great environment for your children. You may not have a need, but you simply want because others have it, the feeling of missing out. That's not a vision. You have a vision that inspires you. That means you look for it every day. It comes from your deep feeling. Meditation gives you that clarity, dear friends. All the unwanted stuff drops. We stop comparisons. We're not worried about what others are doing and others are progressing. They progress. Oh, they all got promotion. I've got 20 years experience. They got promotion. What am I doing? I must get promotion. That's not what we want. You are enjoying what you're doing. Be in it. It doesn't matter. We don't have to be measured in the eyes of somebody of how good or not good we are. We are good by ourselves. We are complete by ourselves. Then we gain our happiness with ourselves. Otherwise, we give it to somebody's hands. That boss, unless he recognizes you, then we are unhappy all the time. So meditation gives us the clarity, dear friends, towards what we want. What a period of time is going to happen. It's peeling off the layers and layers of that onion over a period of time of all the unwanted stuff. All this material conditioning we've got into our head, that at this time you got to have a settlement, at this time you got to get married, at this time you got to do this. At this time you're not supposed to do this. Everything has to be dropped. As a drop, then you have better goals, better things. And what is that better thing? Nothing but things that give you deep joy. That's called your purpose. You align to your purpose. We come to it in 5th week. So then visualize and dream about this future greatly. Visualize and dream of this future. And so there are 3 points. And for these, I really say, this subject is difficult to get compressed in this 1 week. But what we are saying is, we draw vision boards. Look for vision boards in the net. You'll find a lot of information. Basically, take a board and then put up important things that are there for you. My business growth, my meditation practice, and I'm doing 8 hours meditation every day. I'm reading, gaining a lot of knowledge. I'm attracting a great partner. So you're some of that. I'm doing this nonprofit. You can set up a few things that are important for you. Try a vision board. What matters most to you? Draw the vision board out there. Some samples you'll find. And then goals have to be clear and not ambiguous, so that you don't say, I need a lot of money, I need to work in some nonprofit. You can, as you meditate, as you pay close attention to your feelings, you know what you'd like to have, and then so you can put those things. Sometimes they're not very clear. You still can put a few things on the board, no problem. Don't put too many on the board. If you have 20 things, don't put 20. Start with 5. Some way you try to prioritize. Think of, you only have 1 year left in your life, so what do? Then you get prioritization. Put those on the board. Those will give you your attention onto them every day. Put a vision board somewhere in your home, so that every day you see them. Then you focus towards those 5 things that you got on the board. All right. So I am growing my business and having great time. I am traveling around the world and then experiencing many mystical places. These are goals. You write that way. And then you affirm them. So you create what we call, imagine and dream of your future experience. So now imagine that goal has become true. You're already running a business as a CEO, or you already healed your body of your health condition, or you're traveling around the world, going into these mystical places. So if that is happening for you, what is the future experience you have? Because you wanted a goal that has happened. You want to become a CEO, start a business that happened. So what new future experience you have? That's called visualization. You got to build a set of experiences. If you have started a company and become a CEO, the new experiences are, maybe you're presenting in a conference. You're invited to a conference. You have become a CEO, you are growing the business so beautifully. So imagining that your business growth is beautiful, you've got a lot of profit. Imagining you're sharing the profit with your colleagues. you are a CEO, you have a company, your parents, your family are appreciating you, feeling proud about you, feel that. So these are experiences you'll have in the future. So you imagine, you create an experience, it's called a mind movie, create a mind movie so that you can dream about it every day. So creating a vision board of a few goals that are important for you, and then creating or developing experiences that happen in your life if those goals have come true. You wanted a nonprofit to work somewhere, already you're attracted, you signed up, you're working. So what new experience is going to give you? Why did you in the first place want to go and work at a nonprofit? It gives you deep satisfaction. Imagine and dream that. You feel happy discussing with your close friend circle. Dream about it. Because you're doing it now, you're inspiring many more colleagues. When you go and talk about it, say, guys, you know what, I'm going to this place and teaching, these kids who are so underprivileged, I feel so great. It may be a good idea for you to do. You're telling them that you're inspiring. Imagine that's happening. So listing down a few experiences, because that's why you wanted to go and then do it in the first place, that volunteering work. You wanted a promotion because you have a few needs in place. You have a few experiences in mind. So imagine all those experiences are coming true right now because the promotion has happened. So when you imagine of the future, as if a goal has happened, it's called. So think of those experiences together as a movie and then keep rehearsing it. Movie, keep playing it with an emotion. Every scene is there of experience and you visualize it with emotion and then you're playing that every day. Our meditation process, tomorrow we're going to do this, is you take up any one goal of something that you want to achieve, one thing we want to experience. And then further, you create a set of experiences as future vision that you would like to have. And so then at the end of this Ana-Pana-Sati segment, a breath mindfulness meditation, we're going to visualize, affirm that goals, and then visualize that future as if it's already the goals have met for you. You're going to be in your mind, imagining and dreaming, right? So that's the concept difference of setting goals and visualizing, right, friends? So we're going to continue to learn about this, the remaining steps, rest of the week. So the third sutra is saying that we recognize there is a realm of thought of disastrous to miraculous and positive, moving towards positive, miraculous thinking. And then a great way to do that is to have a vision of where you're going. Always have some goals in life to go where you're going. So our energy is channelized, our thoughts are streamlined towards it. And then those of you wanting to experience and create a vision board, and then with the mind movie, you visualize them, visualize the future experience. Sometimes we want to experience something beautifully, you visualize. Sometimes you say, I'm okay, I'd like to experience just, and I would like to be, and then so I'm going to take what comes. So both are there. Both are there. Sometimes you want to actively play in the field. Sometimes you want to passively be there on the side as a 12th man and then watch it and then play the game in spirit. Both are there. Whatever comes, you'll take sometimes. Sometimes you say, hey, I really want to go and then be out there and then play. That's your imagination, wanting to go and join. Sometimes you want to step back and say, no problem. You're so satisfied fully, no problem. I'm going to wait. And then what comes, I'll take. One is called default, another is called deliberate. Those of you thinking, is it really necessary to visualize? Not necessary, but it's a tool that is there. It's a way to enhance and a way to accelerate experience. It's a way to participate in creating what you want. Becoming a co-creator to create what you want. So that is there, not specifically going into the detail, and then taking what comes is also there. Both are there. It's up to us. But we are becoming co-creators, and so we always want to create more, experience more. This is where we're going. So thank you very much, dear friends. Thank you very much, dear friends, for understanding this important topic. Richa, madam, any announcements?
Yeah. We have book club today. The book that will be read is The Secret by Rhonda Byrne at 8 p.m. 8 a.m. 8:15 a.m. IST. And evening we have the same book at as part of batch 2 at 8 p.m. IST. That's all.
Okay. So we take a 20-second break and then we'll do sharing. So thank you very much, dear friends. We'll see you tomorrow again. Thank you.
Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills every cell in my body. Every cell is alive with love. I relax into the healing process. I allow spirit to do what it does. Joy fills.
Yes.
We have Sudarshan Ramanam, sir. Please go ahead.
Namaste, Chandra garu. It's Sudarshan,
Yes.
California, Roseville city.
Namaste. Sacramento kadandi?
Avunandi. Yeah, namaskaram andi. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, last coherence, I have attended coherence and now I'm in oneness. So when I compare with coherence and oneness, I am seeing like lot of difference in my lifestyle, day-to-day life, everything. Completely like I became a transformation, the previous before joining Buddha CVO and now. So for every small things, I used to feel a lot and so much anxiety in my life. Even though I'm leading so many things in this area, but for small things, I used to feel a lot before coming to meditation. So really, the hats off to you, sir. So the way you're teaching scientifically and everything, it's amazing. It's really we cannot comparable. So because I experienced a lot of changes in my life. See, in work wise also I used to do a lot of works, but now for even small things I'm getting so much appreciations. And whenever I apply something, it is getting, if I wish in my meditation, then I'm getting very quickly. Even the health wise also I'm very much improved. So all my sugar levels, BP levels got reduced. So I got miracle. It is a miracle because when I went to my doctor a couple of weeks before with my blood routines, she got surprised because I used to take some medication for sugars. Now there is no sugar. So she said, like, for my next visit, she is going to stop the medication. It's really awesome, sir. So I'm keep continuing this meditation, and also I want to do this service. So I'm encouraging in Sacramento area some people in lot of groups. So everybody is showing interested. So I'm keep continuing this journey, sir. Thank you so much.
Awesome, Sudarshan garu. You have to create a community of meditators around you in your area.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my next goal, sir. Yes.
So we take help of some of our Buddha CEOs, including Richa Ji.
Yeah,
Venu
sure,
and
sir.
Ganesh.
Sure, sir. Venu, yeah,
Organize.
Venu Sarvapalli and myself are roamed here in this area. So yeah, I'm already taking that help, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. And also my
Organize
brother
a-
also joining here in this journey. So Vishwanath Ramayana. So he's also here with you. So I hope like next Sedona session, we heard your planning. So we are very much want to help on that one in US.
Sure.
Thank you, sir.
Most certainly, we'll meet in these retreats when we're looking to be there in March and April.
Sure, sir.
2024.
And also we request like in California, we have Mount Shasta. So I have visited there. It's awesome experience, sir. Really, I went and meditated one time after coming into this journey. So we hope we will make one session there too in future.
Yes, it's possible if you make it.
Yes, sir.
It's you. You are right, living next to it. You say, sir, let's do. Here is a set of people who want to come and experience. Then we will do it. You have
Sure,
to
sir.
invite to me. Then we will come.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Thank you, sir.
You know, one of the things is we are inspired through this session, but we want to continue the inspiration. We must have people around us also practice and talk. Physical and having that group established so that for daily requirements, daily needs, daily discussions, daily interactions, weekend interactions, you have a new environment to meet with. Otherwise, you're dragging yourself to the same old parties and you're spending time and coming back, not interesting anymore. So you create a new environment. So you must have a set of people around you who also practice like-minded. They're wanting to discuss a book and say it when you meet next time, as opposed to how this guy is competing with another guy for presidentship.
Sure, sir.
So that establishing local community is essential. So one of the things Buddha was now going to do, and then already some people are doing, some of us is, when you finish this 40-day program, you want some other teachers to, you take up somebody's help and then you become the teacher at some point because you're the light in that area. And so organize an 11-day program for effectively set up group of people in your area. It can be a virtual online program, but organize for an 11-day program or a 21-day program through, let's say, Venu does it. And then only limit to focus towards your area so that that group develops. And then you guys can meet together maybe in a weekend. What are the 11 days? 2 times you can say, hey, we're going to meet together in a hall or at my home, and then we do this process again. And we do this session from there. So you develop that bonding to come together and meet. Once they're introduced to meditation, then you regularly can meet on a full moon night and all that. But you must look to develop a group locally. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Then you'll always be inspired to continue to do things. Otherwise, it requires an enormous self-management to be able to continue to be inspired to do regular meditation, regular things. Was that possible? But set up that environment for yourself. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have Vindhya Devila, ma'am.
Hello, thank you, Chandra sir. Good morning. Thank you for a beautiful session today and your whole team. I just wanted to, you were talking about manifestation and other things. I wanted to just share some experiences. I've heard you do this session many times and I've gone through, but I went through different stages. Like I felt there was nothing for me to really manifest. I would take whatever comes and just like you said, right, just go through it or accept whatever comes. I did that, and some of your examples were mainly about at least I heard of businesses, and it didn't really apply. I didn't think. And then you said you could manifest anything that you want. I understood the process, but never understood where I should apply, what I should do. And a couple of times I tried, maybe I didn't try with a lot of belief in it. When you have doubt, it definitely doesn't go. Our body is so tuned to all this negativity. So maybe it didn't work. But this time I wanted to share because it did. I didn't realize I was manifesting, and it did happen. So I had mentioned I was going for a wedding, I think, if you remember. And it is a family wedding. There was a lot of tensions in the family going on, we had a lot of other issues. So everybody was expecting this wedding to have some issues from family members, something to happen. And especially my parents, they were all nervous. And I had that, but I had this support group that you were saying, like of, positive minded people. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I have this support of positive minded people who kept telling me, just focus on the positive, focus on the younger couple, happy thoughts. And I kept telling myself that, and I went through it. the wedding went so well, everything there. It was beautiful experience, and there was nothing, not even a sign of anything going wrong. And I'm telling you, it could have happened. Like you said, that we are used to all this, and everybody was thinking, "Oh my, what will we do if someone reacts this way, someone says something?" But and I would have been caught up with that normally, but I kept myself aloof from those thoughts, and it happened. It went well. I'm surprised now that everything went well. Like you said, unexpected things happen, then you realize, and it happened. And I could have just left it like, oh, maybe this time everything worked. Maybe, people talked before and they were all prepared, something. But no, I think I realized it was this attitude of positiveness that I went with. And it is hard. It's not easy. I mean, it seems like it is easy. Manifestation and trying to think positive, miraculous is different. But even just to think, positive, because our body is used to that negativeness, generating that anxiety inside us. So it keeps coming back without us realizing. So we have to practice. But this success gives me confidence that if I keep trying and be with the like-minded people who encourage me, I can not only feel positiveness but spread. So thank you very much. I wanted to share that.
Thank you, Vindhyaji. Madam, you must dream about you teaching beautifully. You got so much subject now. What to manifest? It was good to know that wedding went beautiful. Of course, these are the things that we visualize. Simple things visualize before you go and meet people. And those things have the possibility of becoming better and better for others, like better experience. So those are there. But visualize you're becoming a great teacher. Visualize you're contributing significantly. Visualize 1,000 people coming and saying, thank you, India Madam, because of your life's change. Why don't you visualize those?
One step at a time. So I have to start working.
No, one step at a time. Don't limit yourself. Why one step at a time? Visualize what's limiting you?
Nothing.
One of the things that is required in the practitioners to strengthen the practice is to take time to go away from a regular environment, 5 days, 6 days, go away from the environment. Practice morning to evening, just around the meditations and then talks and discussions, all of that. That's when we shift. Otherwise, we can keep saying that I have this body limitation will come and this environment limitation will come. And so we continue to support our limitation and then stay there. But we got to, part of our practice is to take those retreats or workshops or go to ashram somewhere, you just give time for yourself fully, 5, 6, 7 days. You got to take that at some point. And we got to do this often enough. We got to do them often enough. Right? So that's why we constantly encourage doing that physical interactions long enough. Through our interaction, instead of having just an always only virtual Zoom connection is different. You know it. You want to meet a friend for a coffee rather than always doing phone because there is a good reason for it, right? Physically meeting. The same way, doing for a 1 full day, away from your environment, 1 full day being a workshop, 2 days, and then the strategy is that 5 days and more you're staying away from your regular environment in a new place with a new set of people, and then going after what you want. And then there can be a change, a shift. Must try this. Have you tried that?
I agree, sir, because I think I can see people here. I mean, everybody is in the same state, trying to build things which were not even going to happen, worry about it, bring all that negativity. So it does help to stay away and
you have so many masters in US doing so many workshops all around US, so many. US is the most fortunate that way, that you have literally, very scientific new spirituality being taught across the world in US. So just looking up, and then Greg Brad and Bruce Lipton are now Larry Bossidy and Emily Fletcher. Of course, I mean, I'm leaving those out. They're already there. You all know. But Emily Fletcher, so there's so many of them, and they're doing great work. And attending to any of them, and your town you search, you'll have plenty of them come in. There'll be metaphysical stores. Please go to the metaphysical stores. Every weekend there is some workshop happening, right? and understand it. Those will help us to shift our belief system, and then manifestation becomes more and more easy. What to manifest? If nothing is there, of course, you can be in that state, because that's a great state to be in, to accept, provided you're happy in every moment. Otherwise, something is missing. And then if you don't know what is missing, then do the service work. Visualize yourself to be teaching, helping organizations, or you're participating in many activities of service in many ways. Visualize those as service activity, and that will give you clarity of what is required in our life to go after. But if you're already happy in the moment, nothing to do, just be there, keep meditating. That's it, nothing else to do. All right. Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you, ma'am. We have Padma Shekhar, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry.
Chandraji, good morning.
Good morning, Andy.
A long time, sir. Sir, I am very happy to see you. This is my small 2x2 pyramid. I am doing meditation every day, early hours of the day, sir. Today also I did 2 hours 10 minutes, 4 o'clock to 6:10. I did the meditation. 2 hours 10 minutes, very energetic. Thank you, Chandraji, for your very good guidance. I am doing last 3 years and continuously. Now I am fine, very good health. I am doing 15 hours to 16 hours every day. Now I am 67 years old. I am now. I like this meditation very much, sir. My first priority is meditation. ఇప్పుడు ఖాళీ ఉంటే అప్పుడు మెడిటేషన్ శూన్యంలో వేరేటట్టువే. థ్యాంక్ యూ చంద్రాజీ. మీ యొక్క ఈ మెడిటేషన్ మీ దీంట్లో రావటం వల్ల నా లైఫ్ యొక్క ఇది చేంజ్ అయిపోయింది. మార్నింగ్ 4 o'clock చేసిన తర్వాత మెడిటేషన్ స్టార్ట్ అయిన తర్వాత ఎలా ఉన్నాను, నైట్ టైము పడుకోబోయేటప్పుడు కూడా నా మైండ్ కానీ మనసు కానీ చాలా పీస్ఫుల్ గా, ఏ రకమైనటువంటి ఒత్తిడి లేకుండా చాలా ఎనర్జెటిక్ గా ఉంటున్నా. థ్యాంక్ యూ చంద్రాజీ. చాలా కాలమైంది కలిసి ఈ మధ్యన. మిస్సింగ్ సార్. 4 o'clock to 6:30 వరకు చేస్తున్నాను కాబట్టి దట్స్ వై ఐఎమ్ మిస్సింగ్ యూ సార్. ఈ క్లాస్ లో అటెండ్ అవ్వలేకపోతున్నా సమ్ టైమ్స్.
No problem. You do the right thing. A 2 hours meditation is very important. Do it.
సార్ ఎర్లీ అవర్స్ అది ఆ టైం కూడా చాలా బాగుంటుంది సార్. మార్నింగ్ ఎర్లీ అవర్స్ 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock.
Yes, it's a great time.
Thank you, Chandraji. Long time.
December 29th, 30, 31. 2 days, and then 31st evening, I'll be in Pyramid Valley for the New Year meditation. So, Randi, Pyramid Valley lo Randi, December 29th, 30, 31st.
Kankapura?
Hyderabad. Pyramid Valley, Bangalore.
Bangalore. Kankapura. Okay,
so
okay.
New Year, we'll spend that time there. So you come and join me, because it's been a long time. Vijayawada class cheyali. Vijayawada maybe మీ క్లాస్ లో ఆర్గనైజ్ చేస్తే సరిపడి రావచ్చు. కానీ ఈ లోపల
ఇప్పుడు మాకు ఇక్కడ ఒక చిన్న స్మాల్ పిరమిడ్ ఉంది ఈ మా విలేజ్ లో కూడా. అది 12x12 అనుకుంటుంది. అది బాగుంది. దాంట్లో కూడా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఎవ్రీ డే దే ఆర్ కండక్టింగ్ 2 hours మెడిటేషన్ సెషన్స్ 2 to 4 o'clock. సమ్ టైమ్స్ నేను కూడా అటెండ్ అవుతున్నాను. ఐఎమ్ ఫీలింగ్ వెరీ వెల్ సార్.
Sure. Like, in fact, this November and music festival is a meditation music festival in Pyramid Valley. Great for people who want to go into hours of meditation. Music festival, 23rd to 26th, 4 days. Excellent for meditation. Every day there will be 8 hours of meditation with music, live music. Amazing
very good.
concepts will be there. So those who want really long meditations or want to get used to long meditation, that's a great time to be in and be part of this music fest, meditation music festival, Pyramid Valley, this month, that is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you
I'll be
very
there
much.
for 2 days. So either
Yes,
you
sir.
plan this month or plan next month.
Okay, sir. When you will be there, I will come, sir. Definitely.
Yes, this music fest I'm there, and December end again for that. I'm doing a workshop that time. Today quantum creation workshop in Valley. So that time I'm there again. Okay.
You can see my face, sir.
Yes. Okay.
I'm very,
Thank
very
you.
healthy because of you, because of your guidance. Thank you very much. Chandraji, I'm always thankful to you.
I
And
loved one
Patriji.
word you said. My first preference is meditation. That means we have arrived.
Yeah.
Your first preference is meditation is beautiful words.
Yes,
And
sir.
take a
First,
message from it. Take a
I
message from
love
it.
meditation,
Thank
sir.
you.
When I will, sir, నేను ఎప్పుడైతే ఖాళీగా ఉన్నానో అలా శూన్యంలో వ్యవహరిద్దాం అనుకుంటా ఎక్కడ కూర్చున్నా సరే
Sure.
ఎక్కడ కూర్చున్నా సరే
Thank you. Thank
ఓకే
you.
సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ బుద్ధా CEO's team, all members of Buddha family, all the masters, please do continue meditation. Meditation is for ourselves. Thank you, Chandraji.
Awesome. Thank you. We'll take last one. Book club is starting, right? Yes, Hemantji.
Sir, I am studying some books. This is Maharaj Babaji, Avatar Babaji. I have so many books, sir. Jeevatma Prapancha Niyamalu. A number of books ఉన్నాయి సార్. అవినాష్ చాలా చెప్పేస్తుంటాడు, అవన్నీ కూడా చదువుతా ఉంటాను ఖాళీ ఉన్నప్పుడు.
Very good. Very good.
సమ్టైమ్స్ అది కూడా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేశాను. ఇప్పుడు నేను 3 hours వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటున్నాను మెడిటేషన్, మీరు యాజ్ పర్ యువర్ గైడెన్స్ మీరు చెప్పినట్టు.
Sure.
కంటిన్యూగా సింగిల్ సిట్టింగ్ లో.
It'll happen. Music festival randi. Meeku ayipotundi. Okay.
ఓకే, డెఫినెట్ సార్.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Hemantji.
Once again, thanks for an awesome session today. I think I have 2 questions. First one is, we're talking about vision boards. Is there a dedicated session that can be conducted for folks to help building the vision board who is doing for the first time? The reason I'm asking is, like, when we start doing something after listening, many questions will come up at that time. So if you get the answers right away, it helps to continue. Otherwise, it takes a day to come back and ask questions or coordinate with the group. So if there's a dedicated session that can be conducted, that will be really helpful.
There'll be a 2-day workshop, one online, one physical. Then December, we're going to do December 2nd week, I think, is an online one. And then December last week in Pyramid Valley, the 2-day, 3-day physical program are there, in-person programs. So just watch out for the announcements. This week they'll come. Those will be the best to join. And then where we're going to go through a step-by-step process practically, these vision boards. And then tomorrow we're going to cover another topic called belief system. All of that will be practically done in the program. Okay.
Okay. That will be very helpful.
Yes.
So I'll keep a watch on the announcements.
Yes.
And the second question was, like, I'm started thinking, like, we are almost halfway through this journey and an awesome experience so far. What will happen after 40 days? Like, how can it continue? Is the next question I have.
Sure. We have daily programs, so you will too have those announcements. Just stay connected. There are so many programs happening to the CEO. We have 40 days, then there is a 5-day intensive meditation to go into deeper practices. We have these 2-day programs for getting our manifestation more better. Then we have an advanced retreats, 6-day advanced retreats to really move from one stage to another. All those are there. Just connected and you'll have plenty of programs. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And Rajiv ji, I have asked you a question. You asked a question, if you're still there. The music. I play the music based on how I feel. If I feel connected to music, I spend our time in YouTube and other places. So if I connect to music, I feel the frequency is right. I feel somewhere it's going to take us, and I use the music. And yes, the initial one, flute, sort of settles the mind down. Then we go into some kind of a Western music, which is less variant and sort of takes us into the deeper states. And then final segment, of course, it's called the climax music, right? It's sometimes it is there to designed to take into little deeper states. It sort of switches us to move into a deeper state. I know some people say sadly it changes a little too fast or whatever. It has a tune. Many times it has a tune of the some ragas, and so associate yourself with it. I don't have an answer to it. If you are associate yourself with the music, and so you go get carried away with the music, Dhyana, the meditation, but it's okay. There's nothing to do here. Enjoy it. Sometimes once you listen to it sufficient times, then you go into the meditation, then the music. Either way, it helps to have that that finishing music to end the meditation on a high note. So that's why we have that. But if we are distracted into it because of that tune is so good, enjoy it. It's okay. Nothing we miss. And a few iterations, you're going to anyway go into the deep states of meditation by listening to it. Thank you. Nazaninji, so we'll interact tomorrow. Okay. We have the book club starting, and so we'll interact tomorrow. So thank you all, dear friends. We'll see you tomorrow.
Believe in yourself, there's power in you. Have faith in your dreams and they will come true. There's much you can give if you do your part. The choices you make should come from your heart. So believe in yourself, 'cause there's nothing you cannot do. If you believe in yourself, dreams can come true. The future depends on what you will do. So set your goals high and then follow through. Believe in your dreams and soon you will see. You will become what you want to be. So believe in yourself, 'cause there's nothing you cannot do. If you believe in yourself.
Bye.